Hello again, everyone. It's Barbara, and I would like to give you a kiss, and so would fresh fashion royalty. And of course, since this has to do with the Perrin family, it's going to be a French kiss. Specifically, a French kiss from the very lovely Miss Vanessa Perrin, who sometimes is in fashion royalty and is sometimes in New Face. But now that we have Violaine Perrin, who is in New Face, I think we're going to keep Vanessa back in the ranks of fashion royalty. So, this is French Kiss, and it is a very, very interesting look. Why is it interesting? Well, it's got some layers to it that are pretty unique. And I think, as always, I want to start off, though, before we get into the layers of her look, I'd like to talk about her face. But let's go ahead and take a look at her face. She has a sun-kissed beach tone. It is a neutral palette, and by that I mean her eyes are done with browns. Very little makeup at the top of the lid, and then browns getting darker as you go toward the bottom lid. Her eyes are lined in black, and her lashes are real and applied. And if I turn her to the side and get the camera a little bit closer, hopefully you can see that her lashes will extend over the bridge of her nose. Her eyes, by the way, remind me of Elizabeth Taylor's, and by that I mean they are a lavender blue, which will match and pick up on the colors that appear in the plaid of her wrap, her coat. I guess we'll figure out what to call it in a couple minutes. Her lip is a semi-gloss orchid color, and she has a little bit of sun-kissed glow on her cheekbones, but not a whole lot. So like I said, it's a very calm palette to play with what we're going to see in her outfit. I do like her earrings. It is a gold ball with a chain into a extended hoop. So that's a very interesting take on the hoop, that it's not directly into the hoop isn't directly in the air, it dangles a little bit. She also has a very interesting, almost infinity style bracelet. You will have to take the hand off to put it on. I suspect if you have some patience, you might be able to get the forward hoop over the thumb. I didn't want to try it. The ring is very interesting because it looks like a slinky. So I thought that was kind of cute. Now, as I was saying, this look has some pretty interesting layers to it. The belt that you see well, you don't see it yet. The belt that you see in front of you comes off, which I will now attempt to do, hopefully without crying too much. And the belt does have to come off for what's going to come next. And that is this entire off-the-shoulder wrap is also supposed to come off to show you the other interesting layer. This is, and I'm not calling it a coat, and I don't want to call it a dress because it is not lined. This is one of the few times you're actually going to see an integrity product where there is no lining. It's just the material. And then underneath, oh, hang on, I have to take a look at how the buttons are working here. Here we go. Oops, that's why. It's hook and eye, but it's a very interesting hook and eye. Underneath, the hoops for ones are easy to get on and off. So once you take off the wrap, you are left with her in this very nice orchid mauve colored slip that is trimmed in black lace. So you have this very cool, very delicate slip dress that, as you can see, I will pull out to show all of it. It is trimmed at the top and at the bottom with, and if I can come back in closer, with princess seaming. Just to turn her around. This is also going to close with hook and eye in the back. So move the camera back a little bit. So again, it's a very interesting idea that this is almost like I guess it's like a cool lunchwear, like at the beach, like if you're going to Cabo or you're going to go to Acapulco. I guess that's kind of a look. The one thing that I thought was a bit strange was the footwear selection. It is Booties. The Booties are a glossy mauve, or an electric mauve, if such a color exists. It's like an electric mauve bootie with a stiletto heel. And I'm not quite sure why they did that with this look. I would think, I'm frankly, I can't really say what would be an appropriate shoe for this look. It does come with socks, and I'm not sure if those socks are meant to help you get the booties on easier on and off. But it is an interesting look. I'm not in love with the boot. I'm in love with the Booties, but not with the. I like the Booties. I would happily pair them with a pair of black jeans, or I would pair them with a casual suit, but I wouldn't put them on this look. So that's my 2 cents. The other very interesting piece that she comes with is this purse. And hopefully with my thick fingers you can still see this. There is a latch here, but instead of squeezing it or moving it up and down, you're just going to open it like you're opening a book. Like this. You see what I did? Well, it's kind of hard. Do it one more time. There you go. And then it opens up, and I'm not entirely sure what you can put in here except for maybe one of their cell phones, or maybe some of the lipstick, some cosmetic, but that's definitely not meant to be something, her room key, or if she's on vacation. That's really not something that you are meant to put things in. And of course, she also comes with hands. Now, very interestingly, these hands have the regular nail. I mean, yes, the nail is matching the lip, so that's regular. But also the nail length is cut pretty close to the hand, whereas these are statement elongated nails. So they put the elongated nails on the doll, whereas usually the elongated nail you would find as the second pair of hands. So you do have the long nail and you have the short nail. It's up to you. So again, is this a Vanessa to get? Well, it is, if you like the Vanessa sculpt and you like the original Vanessa look, this is very much a throwback to the original Vanessa look, except if I remember correctly, the original Vanessa's had darker hair. Here, this is a blonde with a tiny bit of product in it, not a whole lot, just to hold the curls at the bottom. If you wanted to restyle it. I don't know why you would, though. I think the whole look is supposed to be easy and breezy. Now, this French Kiss is, again, one of the W Club upgrade dolls. Usually, this is when they show you or they launch some new packaging, but as you saw at the very beginning, this is the Fashion Royalty packaging we've been seeing for a while, so they're not launching a new packaging. I'm not sure what kind of hint this is to what the Fashion Royalty might be coming up. It does reflect the move toward doing longer statement nails. It is an interesting piece. This is one you can also definitely part out. You can sell the jacket, the wrap, separate from the lingerie underneath, separate from the boots, separate from the jewelry. So this is one you can either get by parts. I think the much more important piece for you to get, though, is the Vanessa, because it is such a classic Vanessa sculpt and Vanessa paint. So if you're going to put a priority on it, you know, wait for one and get the other. Get the nude doll first if you have to get it on the secondary market. And you will have to get it on the secondary market if you're not a W Club member. But if you're going to do that, I would say the smart money is get the nude doll first, and then you can piece out the clothes and the jewelry. So, for me and for Vanessa, I will see you in my final review of the upgrade dolls. It's going to be Poppy Parker, and it's going to introduce us to the Girl from Integrity movie, Mission to Rio. I will see you guys then. Take care.